MMA. I'm Mark Gilston, it's Sean Cooper, and this afternoon I'd like to take a look at Hane Goshi. Hane Goshi is the springing hip throw. It's probably the most powerful hip throw in Judo, and a lot of people do it, but there are a lot of very little details which really make this throw a lot more effective. So, let me start off just doing a demonstration of the throw, and then we'll go into the specifics. So maybe from this angle here. All right, I'll come in. Now you'll notice that there's quite a bit of height on this throw. When this throw is done in competition or in randori, the person's feet are like totally elevated above everybody's head. It's probably the highest flying of all the hip throws as well. So the kazushi for this, when I want to step in, I really want to bring him up and forward as I step in. It's very important to get your opponent not only on their toes, but also you really have to get underneath them. So you have to take a very deep step. So we'll go for a minute. And the footwork here, when I step, I'm stepping, giving myself enough room to get around Sean, but I want this leg to come right in between his legs. So I want this to be as deep as possible. The three of our legs are going to end up lining up with each other. And I also want to have a very low stance. So I come in very low here. My right leg is going to chamber. It's going to be hard for me to just stay there, so I'm going to support myself just to demonstrate. I do like a high grip on this technique, but this is, I come in, actually when I step through, my feet touch at the calves, and I chamber my foot. I want my toes to be higher than my heel, and I'm using the side of the foot. One of the biggest mistakes people make with Hane Goshi is they push with the bottom of their foot. That's much, much weaker. If I push with the side of my foot, I'm pushing out in a kick, and it really takes him out. So that's very important, using this sort of arch, the side of my foot, to push. And I'm pushing from inside this side of his knee. I'm not pushing him towards me, I'm pushing him out and away from me. So one more time, let's have the camera just focusing on the feet here so you can see that. Now, you can do Hane Goshi from many different grips. It works fine with an overhook grip. It works fine with an underhook grip. As a result of that, it's a very nice throw for certain kinds of combinations. When I am just coming in for Hane Goshi, I like to get my elbow in my opponent's armpit. So when I'm coming in, you'll notice as I pull him up, my elbow slides right next to his body. And when I'm getting him airborne, I'm catching the tricep with my arm. So those are the details. And of course, as in any judo throw, when I throw, I'm looking in the direction that I'm going to be throwing him. So I'm turning my head to the left when I throw him with a right-sided Hane Goshi. The best way for him to block my technique is to throw off this leg, and he can do that by bending this knee. When I come in, I can't get where I need to get. So when I feel my foot being blocked, I'm going to step and plant it behind him. Right behind him. This is Osoto Gake, the major outer dash or hook. And the way I finish this throw is not by trying to push him, but by turning him towards my front. I come in for my Hane Goshi. Oh, it's not working. Plant, turn. Once again, a little faster this time, more realistically. If, when I try and bring my foot over, he steps past me. So I come in here, he feels me doing for this, he goes around. Okay? It's tempting to try an Uchimata, but if you think about where my commitment is for Hane Goshi, my commitment is forward. It's not to the side. So I come in here, I step, he steps around. This is not, I'm already leaning forward. I can't do a good Uchimata. So I do a Taiotoshi. I step here, he steps around. I step in front. Hane Goshi, being so strong, it can be a very nice throw to end up a sequence with. If I come in for almost any hip throw and he resists by getting a little bit low, if he gets too low, then I have to rethink things. But he's just gonna shoot his hips forward and bend his knees to block my hip throw. So let's do Tsuri Goshi, right? Tsuri Goshi is the lifting hip throw where I'm coming in. In Tsuri Goshi, you're allowed to grab the belt, pull him up to me, and then bring him over. And there are two types of Tsuri Goshi. There's the shallow type, the code Tsuri Goshi, the little Tsuri Goshi, and the big one, where I bring my hip all the way across. So I'm gonna do the little Tsuri Goshi. It's a very nice technique.
Nice for you.
But this time when I come in, he feels it and he's gonna resist. Okay, so I feel the resistance, but I can't lift him up. So I bring my foot in, give myself a little bit of extra power. So Hane Goshi works. Koshiguruma, the neck wheel. One of my favorite hip throws. Come in this time, I'm way over to the side, coming in, but once again, he's blocked me. Foot comes in, and so it doesn't matter how deep my hip throw is. As long as I can get the side of my foot right below his knee, I can take out his balance and I can throw him. It's worth trying with all sorts of hip throws, even things like you'd think Harai Goshi. I'm already sweeping him, so why should I need to use my other foot? But if you look at what happens when he blocks, I'm trying to sweep, his knee is in my way. In this one case, I'm actually sweeping him above the knee rather than below, because the knee is forward. I'll do this in slow motion so you can really see what's going on with my foot here. I come in to sweep, his knee is blocking it. I can't get down here where I need to be. I'm gonna do it from up here. So, Hane Goshi, very, very powerful technique, very useful technique to incorporate as a follow-up for any other hip throw or any other forward hip throw. All right, if you like the video, please click like and subscribe to our channel, Seryoku Zenyo. That means maximum efficiency. If you click on the bell, you should be getting the videos as soon as they are posted. Thank you, Sean.
Thanks, man.